everyone, it's Debbie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. If you're new here, I'm a reseller. I've been reselling for 17 and a half years and I absolutely love it. And today I have a what sold video for you. I'm going to share 15 items that sold last week, which was March 6th through 12th, 2022. I sold a total of 27 items for a gross amount of $703.38. We will start on eBay. I had the most sales and the highest profit on eBay. I sold 22 items for a gross amount of $560.38. The first item I picked up at a regular Goodwill. My husband and I were out for the evening and he was asking me, what do you want to do? And so he's like, you want to go to a Goodwill, don't you? So we pulled into Goodwill and he was just doing that to try to find something that would be fun for me. So we only stayed like 15 minutes, but I found two items that I thought were great. The first one was this Pendleton Plus jacket. I found it in the men's blazer section, which is usually a really good place to find things. It was brand new with tags. It had a price tag on it from Dillard's department store that showed it was originally $204. It was priced at only $6.79. So I was thrilled with that find. I got home, I started taking pictures of it and noticed on the back there were a couple just very tiny holes. I didn't let that keep me from listing it. I still knew that I could sell it just at a reduced amount. So I even put arrows on the picture to be sure to show where the holes were. I listed it and it sold in one day. On the title, when it's damaged, I put NWD. That stands for new with defects. My title was NWD, $204. Pendleton Plus 24W blazer, 100% virgin wool, jacket black, single button. It sold for a gross amount of $38.08. My earnings were $23.49. I paid just $6.79 at my regular local Goodwill. It took just one day to sell and my profit was $16.70. I'm still very happy with that. I wish it hadn't had the holes, but if I could go back and buy it again and know that I'd make a $16.70 profit in one day, I would definitely do that again. Next, I had a buyer send offers to me on two different items and I accepted both of them. So I'll go over the total amount and how I divided it individually also. The first one came from a recent Goodwill haul that has been such a good haul. Things are selling so well out of that. This one is the Oriental Accent Vintage Urn Style Lidded Vase Jar. I put keywords Chinese, blue, decorative. She sent an offer to me for this item for $36 plus shipping. The shipping on that was $24.80. I paid $9.99 at my regular Goodwill. It took just 18 days to sell, and when I broke down the profit, that item I allocated a profit of $23.35. The next item was the Soft Serve Clothing Cloud Cotton Hoodie, size medium in gray. It said made in the USA. Whenever anything is made in the USA, I usually put that on the title if I can fit the characters in, especially if it's a vintage item, I'll put made in the USA. She sent an offer to me on this item for $22. I paid just 87 cents at the Goodwill outlet, otherwise known as the bins, and it took only 12 days to sell. My profit on that item was $14.31. And when she sent the offer to me on both items, I knew that the hoodie wasn't going to cost much more on shipping, if anything more on shipping. And I thought that's good padding for the vase. So when I combined shipping, I just put the amount for shipping the vase. I thought I'll give her a little bit of a good deal. So the total for that order was $82.20. I received back $48.52. My cost of goods for the two items combined was $10.86, and my total profit was $37.66. So I was really happy with that. And she left really nice feedback. She was very happy with both items, and she said my packaging was very safe or secure or something like that. And I always love getting feedback like that when it's a fragile item that I know that they appreciated that that I shipped it securely. And as always, when I have a breakable item, I'm sure to fill in all space. So I filled it full of eBay tissue paper. Then I wrap it with bubble wrap. I put it in a box that is snug and secure. Then I put more filler around in a second box on the outside. It seems to work very, very well. I have a video on shipping fragile items where I go through shipping several different types of items, including multiple items. So if you're interested in watching that, I go through and show you exactly how to package those type of items, and it becomes really easy after you've done it a few times. The next item was so pretty. I was so excited when I found this at the bins. This was the Lawrence Kaiser Women's Extra Large Green Silk and Sequin Top. I put keywords cocktail, evening, top, blouse, and shirt. It sold for $55.26. I received back $37.04. I paid just 67 cents at the Goodwill bins. It only took 20 days to sell, and my profit was $36.37. And I got great feedback from her also that she was happy with it, so that made me really happy. And this was a brand that I had not sold in the past, and then I found it in a haul several months ago, picked it up, and then this time when I saw it, I was more aware. Now I know to look for that brand. And I think as you source longer and longer, it becomes faster and faster. This time when I was at the bins, usually I'll look at something that have sequins. This time I saw that tag. I know that I had picked it up not that long ago. I had researched it, saw that it sold really well. So I didn't even have to look it up. I just automatically picked it because it hadn't been that long. So I thought the comps are still probably really good on it. The first item sold quickly and for a great amount, so I knew to pick it up. And I think that's part of sourcing. A lot of people talk about how it takes so long or they can't find things, and I can say the more you source and the more experience you get and the more brands that you look up, the faster and faster you get, because you know if you've looked up one item and it's not good, you know to discard it, and there are certain things that you know to look for. And that was just an example of a prior experience that I had. I knew immediately to reach for it, look at it, I recognized the label, and it didn't take me any time at all. The next one was an NFL apparel kids size 4 small Dallas Cowboys full zip jacket hoodie hooded. It sold for $16.84. My earnings were $9.10. I paid just 62 cents at the Goodwill bins. It only took 5 days to sell, and my profit was $8.48. And this item was part of my inventory giveaway, not the one that's going on right now, but the previous month where I showed items and the winner got 20 and I got 20. This was one of the 20 that I kept. And then another one that I kept was the Under Armour Boys Youth Extra Large Loose Heat Gear t-shirt, and it said on it, run fast, hit hard, score big. It sold for $13.72. My earnings were $6.81. I paid just 24 cents at the Goodwill bins, and it took only 3 days to sell. My profit was $6.57. So again, not a lot, but quick and easy. And whenever I have the giveaways, I usually try to find things that have a really good sell-through rate, because if I'm giving away inventory, I want to make sure that it's not something that takes a long time to sell. I want to make sure that it's something that is quick to sell. And if you haven't entered this month's giveaway, I'm not sure when I will have this video edited, but it's going on right now. I do the drawing on the 22nd at 9 a.m. Central Time. So if you haven't entered the inventory giveaway from this month, you might want to go watch that and enter before the 22nd at 9 a.m. The next one was an item that I had had on Poshmark for a long time, and I got so many lowball offers. I had someone continuously offering me $5, $7, and then they'd come back a few days later and offer me a really low amount again. And I was like, you know, I just don't want to sell this and make like $1. Finally, I cross-listed it to eBay, and it sold for $25.97. And that just made me feel so good that I did not accept those super lowball offers, and that I cross-listed it and got a good amount for it. So I was very happy about that. This was the Perry Ellis button front shirt. It was big and tall, size 2XLT. And I also put 2X tall so that I could catch someone that might also sort by the word tall or 2X. It was white, black, and maroon. It sold for $25.97. My earnings were $15.96. I paid just $1.02 at the Goodwill bin. So I've had it for around a year, maybe a year and 2 months. I finally cross-listed it to eBay, and when I cross-listed it to eBay, it took just 40 days to sell. My profit was $14.94. The next one was another combined order. I had several on eBay this week where someone purchased multiple items, and as you get more and more numbers, that happens more often on both Poshmark and on eBay. This one, they purchased 2 bralettes for a gross amount of $46.29. One was the Emma soft bralette, size small. This one has been listed for 2.5 months. I have multiple quantities, so it's been trickling out. Then the next one was the Sitting Pretty Brahmi, and I have had that one on eBay for 2 months and 5 days. Again, multiple quantities, and it has been trickling out as well. Each of those cost $5.26, so a combined amount of $10.52. They sold for $46.29. My earnings were $35.92. I paid a combined amount of $10.52, and my profit was $25.40. I purchased both of those from Fox Liquidation. If you hear me say it came from liquidation, that means it came from Fox Liquidation. That's the only liquidation place that I've ever purchased from, and my profit was $25.40. The next one was another item from Fox Liquidation, and a very special purchase. This one was from a viewer, Jen. Thank you so much, Jen. And Jen was not a viewer before she purchased this, but she purchased it, reached out to me. We started talking. I told her I had a YouTube channel, and she is so wonderful, and I'm enjoying getting to know her, and she is starting her eBay journey, and I'm so excited and know she's going to do great. She purchased the Intimately Free People Madeline Sheer Slip Dress, size extra small, black blue dot. These have been great sellers. This was my very last one to sell. I think I probably had around 30 of them originally in all different sizes. The mediums and largest sold a lot faster than the extra smalls and smalls. So the last one to go was a size extra small. It sold for $29.21. My earnings were $19.65. I paid just $8.16. This one I had relisted because I had one person buy a small. They asked me to send a small instead. Then I had another person buy a small and asked me to send an extra small instead. So I ended up just ending them all. I ended up with one extra small left. I listed it, and within relisting it, it took 4 days for this current listing to sell, and my profit was $11.48. I have had these for about a year, and they finally all sold out. So thank you so much, Jen, for your purchase. I really appreciate it, and all of your sweet, kind words, and I'm so excited for you on your eBay journey. I know you're going to do great. As I was talking to Jen, and I've been talking to some other people, Poshmark's been a little bit frustrating lately. A lot of people have seen a dramatic drop in sales, and so many people have said they really want to start on eBay, but it's so scary, it's intimidating, the shipping is scary. And so I thought maybe I could give a few pieces of advice on eBay. The first thing is to just start slowly, list something that you know about. When I started listing on eBay, it was something that was around my house that I knew all about it. If you start with an item that you're very familiar with, you know better how to write the title, fill in the item specifics, you know about that item, so that makes it easy. So start slowly, and consistency is key on eBay. What I'm doing right now is I'm saying, okay, I'm just going to put out 7 listings every day. So I will list 7 items, and the rest of the day I'm creating drafts of listings that are ready to go. So we're going out of town in a week. I'm going to have my draft bank built up so every morning I can send out 7 listings, because eBay favors you if you send out a regular amount of listings every day. So that's one great thing to do. Another thing that's so important on eBay is to ship when you say you're going to ship. If you have 1-day shipping, be sure you ship in 1 day. If you don't think you can do that, change your handling time to 3 days, because you are very penalized if you don't ship when you say you're going to ship. You can say a different time. You just have to ship when you say you're going to ship. Another thing is respond quickly to any messages that you have, any returns. It's very important to respond quickly, have great customer service. Another thing is make sure you start out with an inventory system at the very beginning so that you know where your items are, so that you don't lose an item and end up late shipping an item, because just having a few items shipped late will really hurt your eBay business. But if you ship when you say you're going to, it helps your business. Also, make sure you are listing things that are in demand. It can be nice, it can be beautiful, it can be worth a lot of money, you can really love it, but if the market is oversaturated, it won't sell. Be sure you are looking up sold comps to know that you are listing desirable items. Those are kind of some of the main things you want to look at when you first start on eBay, and start slowly. Make sure you feel comfortable with it. eBay is not hard, and it does seem intimidating at first. Poshmark seems so much easier, but once you've been doing it for a little while, eBay really is easy. It's just familiarizing yourself with something different. One more item on eBay. This is the Cremu Classics woven button front shirt, size large. It sold for $23.79. My earnings were $15.49. I paid just $4.99 at Dillard's department store. I had it listed for 7 months, and my profit was $10.50. I had this listed prior, didn't sell it, didn't get a lot of activity, so I took it down. I ended up redoing the picture with a white background. I didn't retake the pictures. I didn't even have to pull the item out of inventory again. What I did was I took my first photo, just took a screenshot of it on my phone, went to photo room, put that screenshot in photo room, had it remove the background, and used that as my first picture, because I thought it might be more favorable if it has a white background, and it sold. Some of my older items that have not sold, that do not have a white background, I'm just quickly going through and taking a screenshot and making sure they have a nice white background. Then on Poshmark, 5 items the entire week. I can't believe this. And I have a lot more items listed on Poshmark than I do on eBay. It's just unbelievable to me, the decline that I've seen. And you know, it's relative to each person, and you have to look at what you normally sell and what it is now. And a few people I've heard have been doing great, better than ever, but the majority of the people that I've talked to, sales have declined, and I'm hoping it comes back, because I have loved Poshmark so much, but 5 sales is just not good. I sold 5 items for a gross amount of $143. The first item I found at the Goodwill bins. This was the Coach Zoe Pewter Silver Hardware Hobo Handbag Shoulder Bag Purse. It measured 12 by 14 by 4.5, and when I took photos of it, I stuffed it full of craft paper so that it would kind of show the shape a little bit. It sold for $45. My earnings were $36. I paid just $1.31 at the bins. It took 43 days to sell, and my profit was $34.69. And this one had gotten a fair amount of activity when I first listed it on each platform, but nobody had accepted any offers. I hadn't had a sale on Poshmark for days and days and days. Someone offered me $45. I thought, let's not be stingy. I got this at the bins for $1.31. I think I could get more, but I really want to get a sale on Poshmark and see if this can make things get going. So I ended up profiting $34.69, and I'm very happy with that. The next one came from my series where I'm showing everything from start to finish on the listing process. This was the Southern Tide men's polo shirt, size extra, extra large. It sold for $18. My earnings were $14.40. I paid just $5.69 at my regular Goodwill. It took 19 days to sell after cross-listing it. This one had been on eBay for a few months. Finally, I cross-listed it over to Poshmark because I realized I never did that, and it sold in 19 days. My profit was $8.71. The next one was a bikini. I have been working on listing all of my bikinis for my great swimsuit deal, and a few of them are selling, which is exciting. This was the New with Tags Hula Honey Leaf Breeze Bikini Top and Bottoms. Both were size medium. I put lace up front, high neck. It sold for $23. My earnings were $18.40. I paid $2 on my great swimsuit deal. It took 4 months and 28 days to sell, and my profit was $16.40. And I'm really working on getting that swimwear listed. I know I need to really get it listed because those sales should just really start taking off pretty soon. The next one was a Free People liquidation item that I received, and I decided I wanted it, I wore it, and then I decided it wasn't really for me, and so I listed it. So on that, when I do something like that, I'll put right at the beginning, worn one time. So I put worn one time, Free People on the Edge floral print shorts romper. It sold for $43. My earnings were $34.40. I figured the cost of goods as $10. I could have put 0 since I wore it, but I kind of felt like I was going to wear it and then sell it. So I think I paid around $13.45 for it. And my profit was $24.40. So I am happy with that. To go over my numbers, I sold a total of 27 items for a gross amount of $703.38. Money back in the bank after any fees or postage was $459.34. My cost of goods was $108.14, and my profit was $351.20. On eBay, I sold 22 items for $560.38. The interesting thing is my numbers are almost identical to last week as far as my overall numbers. However, eBay, I went from selling $479 last week to $560 this week. On Poshmark, I went from $200 last week down to $143 this week. So my eBay each week is getting a little better and my Poshmark is getting a little worse. But I'm really hoping that Poshmark gets back on track. I'm sticking in there. I'm not throwing in the towel. I have confidence that it will get better. My sales will come back eventually. On eBay, after postage and fees, I received back $347.77. My cost of goods was $84.13, and my profit was $263.64. On Poshmark, the 5 sales for $143. After fees, I received back $111.57. My cost of goods was $24.01, and my profit was just $87.56. If I look at where my items came from, out of the 27 items, 10 were thrifted, 13 were liquidation, and 4 were retail arbitrage. That is everything that I have for you today. If you're still here and enjoy these what sold videos and wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it so much. And if you're new and you're not subscribed, I would love to have you back again. Just hit the subscribe button down below, and if you hit the notification bell, it will let you know when I release new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and everybody have a great day. Bye.